Back with a short delivery. They want the second, it's not there. Very good in the deep.
This is the last wicket. The slow ball to Tisaro. You could see he just paused because he realized the ball hadn't got to him. But it was a good catch. Had it come a little bit quicker, I'm pretty sure it would have carried over the boundary. But a good wicket nonetheless.
It's a very good over so far. Only the 3 runs in this over and a wicket. Kamuri, the coach for Rangpur Riders, swing in and a miss. Very good over. Fantastic over for Tim Brenston. 142 for 5.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময় before breakfast, right before you have lunch, রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
কটেন এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময় before breakfast, right before you have lunch, রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
Gale. Meaton also contributing 25. 15 from Thisara Pereira of just 12, but they need runs in the next 2 overs to ensure they get to a total of somewhere above 160. Possible. Not possible if the men from the Sylhet Sixers bowl some really good overs. In the block hole, and he's punched it down the ground. That is a very good shot. That's a cracking shot, isn't it? Ravi Bopara played a beauty there. 4 to start the over.
And he's just missed his length. He's got mid-off up and he can't afford to do that. The solid hit down the ground from Ravi Bopara, and good start to the over.
A cracking shot to start with. Score moves on to 146 now. Missed out on that occasion. Could have really hit it to the right or the left of the fielder. Would have picked up a boundary. It's a single at the moment. 4.2 overs, 36 runs, but Sylhet Sixers have also managed to pick 2 wickets. Long chat between the captain and the bowler, and Plunkett. Batsman having a look around. 3 on the offside, inside the circle. But again straight to the fielder. Could have easily been a boundary.
Yeah, he's lucky to get away with that. Man up in the circle. All he had to do was hit it just to either side of him or over. Again, because of the slower ball, he struggled to get the timing that he wanted to, and basically just got a bottom edge. But lucky to get away with that.
At least they're rotating the strike. 4 of the first delivery and 2 singles of the next 2. 6 in this over. A lot will depend on Ravi Bopara. That's well bowled in the block hole, but he's squeezed it out. Should come back for the second. This is good running. Misfield in the end. Comfortable in the end for both these batsmen. 150 comes up.
That running is good. Put pressure on Shubhagotohom, who's a decent fielder. This is how their 50s have been split. 36 for the first and third, 40 for the second. So they've been pretty consistent. As you're saying, no boundaries on the over yet. 2 balls to go. They've already got 8 on the board. And then when he bowls a short ball like that, and they get a boundary, then the over is a really good one.
Yeah, it's a poor delivery, to be honest. Court sat up, and there are 2 men in the deep in that direction. Had no chance whatsoever bisecting those 2 fielders and picking up a boundary. That's a very good shot from Ravi Bopara. Runs already in this. 154 the score. Is that a no ball? And is that a six? Yes, it is. That is a smashing shot, and it's a no ball. It's going to be a free hit. What are you doing, Liam Plunkett?
Possibly just striving for that Yorker utter. That's what he's doing. And there's the signal that next delivery is going to be a free hit. And wow, that is a huge no ball. And Ravi Bopara leads the low full toss, and that comes out the meat of the bat. Right away he knew that there's no need to run. And here's the last ball. Free hit.
Could be called a wide. We'll have to wait and see whether he got some part of the bat. Oh, he did. But that's 4. 23 runs in that over. 165 for 5.
This is sunshine smile. Makes me feel this way. When I can't see through. When I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
আমি ভয় পেলেও মা ভয় পেত না, আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে তখন জিতে যায় মা।
এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ, ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স। ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার।
আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
Edition of BPL. Incredible. What a turnaround. What an over for Rangpur Riders. And what a knock this has been from Ravi Bopara. 28 of this 12 deliveries. Last over to be bowled by Abul Hassan. 2 for 21. 10, 15, anything is possible. Man on strike, Ziaur Rahman, who can also hit some big blows here. Making sure Nasir Hussain that he has the fielders in the right places. He's got the widest mid on, and there's a mid wicket. There's long on the onside. No one inside the circle in front of the batsman. Can't afford to bowl short and wide on the offside. Swing and a miss. Ooh.
Oh, you'll be disappointed. That was a length delivery. I think he just took his eye off it at the last moment. And this can happen when you get a length ball at the end of the innings and you get a little too excited. Oh, that was perfect to go over the top.
Look at that bat swing. Really wanted to get after it. Missed it. So it's a dot. Again, a slower delivery. This is turning out to be a really good one from Abul Hassan. And he's missed that on 2 occasions.
Another good slower ball. Dying at the stumps. He was nowhere near the crease, Ziaur Rahman. Lucky to survive, but getting a word from senior statesman and partner, and I'm pretty sure that's just possibly just get bat on ball, give me the strike.
Again a miss, and he's gone. Ravi Bopara has to go back. This is good work, really good work from the keeper, Nurul Hassan, and a lovely delivery once again from Abul Hassan.
That's well bowled. I like the awareness of the keeper. He knew that Ravi Bopara is going to be miles out. He hasn't even thought of grounding his bat yet. And that's an important wicket. He could have got a couple of important strikes at the end of the innings. 28 for Ravi Bopara, 165 for 6.
এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
The captain of Rangpur Riders, Mashrafi Murtaza, comes in. He'll be looking, if he gets some strike, he'll be looking to smash some big ones here. He's here because of this. Hang on, interesting, isn't it? They really crossed over when the ball hit the stumps. No, that's still in the air. Straight to the fielder. What an over. This is turning out. Again it's hit the stump and they're coming back for the second.
These are extras that they will certainly want. They've gone for the appeal and it's been taken up to the third umpire. It was a good piece of fielding and a good throw too.
Looks to be okay. He's fine. So he will be on strike, or Mashrafi Murtaza, because it came back for the second. From Liam Plunkett. 37 runs in the last 4.4 overs. Trying to find the foul corner. He wants the second. It's going to be tough. Difficult, impossible. He's gone.
He was out by a country mile. He was trying to get back on strike for the last couple of deliveries. Well fielded in the outfield, slow ball, and he's heaved it out into the onside field. And Nasser Hussain, he's quick, really well fielded. No chance at all for Mashrafi to get back. So just the 3 runs for him, 7 down now for 168.
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিস সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটা ক্যারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি।
It's turning out to be a really good over for Sylhet Sixers. He's just given away 3 runs, Abul Hassan. Couple of run outs in this over. Shahak Ghazi is the new batsman. He will have 1 ball to face. High score. First inning totals have been 205. Average 152, so they are above average. Swing and a miss. What an excellent over this is. Absolutely magnificent. Just the 4 runs in that over with those extras. Beautifully bowled by Abul Hassan. Finishes up with 2 for 24 after 4. And Rangpur Riders have managed to score 169 for 7.
That's the man you want to be bowling your last over. He's going to be bowling it like that. As you say, you look at his figures. 4 for 24. 2 wickets and an economy of 6 is really, really good, especially bowling the last over. So congratulations all round from his teammates. 169, 170 is what they'll need, and I think they're going to have their work cut out.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty decent score, 169 for 7. So they really have to bat well to get 117-20 overs when they come back to chase. Let's go down to Roshan.
Well, we got a superstar. We got one of the most destructive batsmen in T20 format. Brendan, tell us first, what really motivates you to play now that you've been retired from international cricket?
Well, look, you're still very much, competitive person and love playing in these tournaments around the world. You want to try and turn up and perform and try and obviously make a contribution for your team. And For me, this competition, it's the Rangpur Riders, and we've got a very good side. We need to start winning some games, and that's in front of us this afternoon.
That's the other question I want to ask you, opening with Chris Gale. That's the most destructive opening combination T20 has seen. How do you like being part of it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, no one hits the ball as hard as what Chris hits it. You just got to make sure that you try and feed off one another as well, and I thought today we did it nicely. Both experienced players there. On wickets like this, you know that you can be a little bit more patient from one end and try and attack at the other, and because we're left-hand, right-hand combination, with them bowling off spin, it was my job to try and be aggressive at the start, and when Chris got his eye on, he was able to be more aggressive afterwards, and he played brilliantly. But it's nice to be able to stand at the other end when you've got one of the most destructive players in the world going.
No doubt indeed. Thanks for the entertainment, and thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
And he put on 80 for the first wicket with Chris Gale in 8.4 overs, right there. 53 of 21, 50 from Chris Gale. He turned 25 of 21, but in the end it was Bokara 20 of 12 to ensure that they scored a good total of 169 for 7.
Yeah, Nastia in the beginning was good. You just feel that they didn't quite strike as early as they would have liked. He got 1 wicket for 27 from his 4, and 2 wickets for Abul Hassan, who bowled particularly well, especially towards the end. And that's how the bowlers fared for the Sylhet Sixers. So we're going to go away just for a little moment. Please don't go too far. Join us in about 5 minutes as the Sylhet Sixers come out and chase this total of 169. They need 170, so you just know.
মালাই ছাড়া জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমার তো লেবুগুলো 4 ফোঁটা, সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুরবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে গলবে।
আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার। *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন, আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
This is sunshine smile, makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
Your real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
Got it!
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে 1টা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
লাক্স জেসমিনের চিরচেনা সৌরভে ফ্লোরাল ফিউশন অয়েলের আধুনিকতা, যা দেয় ফুলের মতো কোমল আর সুরভিত ত্বক। আমার সৌরভ, আমার পরিচয়। লাক্স।
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটা ক্যারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি। অনলাইনে পছন্দের জিনিসটির পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে 2টো লাভ। 1, কেনাকাটা হবে ঘরে বসেই, বাড়তি কোনো চার্জ ছাড়া। আর 2, আপনি পাবেন 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো। আপনার একটা বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে তো?
এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র ইলেকট্রিক আর্ক ফার্নেসে পরিশোধনের পর তৈরি হয় ভূমিকম্প সহনীয় স্টিল AKS।
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
ভাই তুমি চা বানাই দিলা?
এক কাপ চাই যদি বানায় খাওয়াতে না পারি, কমিশন আওয়ার পরে কি করব?
ভাই তুমি যেরকম নাম্বার 1, তোমার চাও কিন্তু নাম্বার 1।
এমন নাম্বার 1 মানুষদের জন্যই নাম্বার 1 চা পাতা, কন্ডেন্স মিল্ক আর চিনির দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশনে 1 কাপ নাম্বার 1 চা। নাম্বার 1 জয় সব সময়।
গট ইট।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
মালাই চাচারা জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমারটাই লেবুগুলো গুলি 4 ফোঁটা, সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুরবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে গলবে।
আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার। *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
নো জোর জবরদস্তি, only ultra gliding cool shaving foam, the real smooth experience। প্রতিশোধেই cool real man কখনো জোর খাটায় না। ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটাকারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ নেই, পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি
এই তো রাজবাড়ি, আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
এখানে ঘুরছে সেখানে ঘুরছে রে, ঘুরছে রে, ঘুরছে এখানে ঘুরছে।
ঘুরাবে সবাই, কারণ 2টি মেন্টোস অরেঞ্জ কিনলেই 1 পিস পিন্টস ফ্রি। খাও মেন্টোস, ঘুরাও পিন্টস।
মেন্টোস কেনা পড়ে কে?
প্রতি বছরে দেশে হাজারো কোটি কিলোমিটার রাস্তায় গাড়ি চলে শুধুমাত্র মোবিল ইঞ্জিন অয়েলে। সেই মোবিল এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে নতুন স্লিম প্যাকে, যার ইজি গ্রিপ, ব্যবহারের স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য আর ফিজিক্যাল ইন্ডাকশন সিল ও ব্যাচ নাম্বার দেয় আসল মোবিল অয়েলের নিশ্চয়তা। মোবিল, চালু থাক আপনার উন্নতির যাত্রা।
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
কাশফুল শরতে ক্যাশফুল অফার। হিরো HF ডিলাক্স, স্প্লেন্ডার প্লাস, আই স্মার্ট, হাঙ্ক এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে অবিশ্বাস্য ছাড়, 5 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি সহ। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আজই বুঝে নিন আপনার হিরো। এখনো ঘুমাচ্ছিস? 10টা থেকে না তোর এক্সাম?
স্যার আসতে পারি? এতক্ষণে আসো। স্যার লুজ প্লিজ। স্যার লুজ।
এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট, ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
This is sunshine smile, makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I feel blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
এই তো রাজবাড়ি, আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
বরফ দিলে ভীষণ শিরশির করে, কারণ আপনার দাঁত হয়তো খানিকটা ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়ে গেছে। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভে আছে HAP, যা দাঁতের সংবেদনশীল অংশকে মেরামত করে, দীর্ঘ সময়ের জন্য অস্বস্তির বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দেয়। বরফ দেয়া ড্রিঙ্কস আপনার শিরায় পৌঁছায় না। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভ।
আমি কিন্তু রেডি।
এটা কি পড়ছো? মানায়? হলুদের প্রোগ্রাম, পাঞ্জাবি পড়তে হয়।
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটাকারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ নেই, পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি।
Yonder is now data free.
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music. These are your boarding passes. Have a safe flight.
When you sit, জলদি।
কিন্তু স্যার ফ্লাইটটি তো
কি? তুমি জানো আমি কে? হ্যাঁ?
স্যার আমি দেখছি ব্যাপারটা। সম্মানিত যাত্রীবৃন্দ, এই ভদ্রলোক জানেন না উনি কে। যদি কোনো সহৃদয় ব্যক্তি ওনার পরিচয় জানেন, তাহলে কাউন্টারে যোগাযোগ করুন।
রূপবন তাজা সতেজ চায়ের দানায় আছে প্রাকৃতিক থেয়ানিন, যা মনকে করে তোলে তাজা।
Cashful Shorute Cashful Offer Hero HF Deluxe Splendor Plus iSmart Hung এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে অবিশ্বাস্য ছাড় 5 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি সহ তবে আর দেরি কেন আজই বুঝে নিন আপনার হিরো
That is a brilliant shot.
Right from the middle of the bat.
Now that's falling in the air and it's taken. Big wicket.
What a shot. Really good piece of timing.
Got it.
Comfortable catch taken in the outfield.
BPL Season 5, Rajshahi Kings vs Khulna Titans. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. live on GTV. Also on Rabbit Hole app.
That is a brilliant shot.
Right from the middle of the bat. That's a massive wicket. Oh, going. It's out of here. What a shot.
Now that's falling in the air and it's taken. Big wicket.
Crowd on their feet. It's game on. Really good piece of timing.
Oh, ball there.
BPL Season 5, Dhaka Dynamites vs Rangpur Riders. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. live on GTV. Also on Rabbit Hole app.
Good evening and welcome back to the Sher Bangla National Stadium. We're here for the second part of this match between the Sylhet Sixers and the Rangpur Riders, who batted first and put on an imposing total that seemed to be going for a bigger target, but then the bowlers clawed back and restricted them to 169 for 7. Top order doing Gale getting a 50 and 33 for Fran McCullum. Bowling was pretty good at the top. Nasser Hussain was exemplary, 1 for 27, 1 for 23 for Tim Bresnan, and a couple of wickets for Abul Hassan right at the end. So the target for the Sylhet Sixers is 170 runs to win at 8.5 runs per over. Got to get a good start. They're all in the middle and waiting to get started in the commentary box.
Well, 170. Danushka Gonathilke is going to take the first ball. And his partner, Andre Fletcher. Another prolific batsman. And Mashrafi Murtaza is going to operate with a new ball. But to be honest, Shamim, I thought Sylhet Sixers actually got out of the jail. They were threatened to concede more than 200 runs once Rangpur Riders had the start from Chris Gale and Brendan McCullum. They fought hard and restrict the opposition to 169. At that bloodmate over where Rangpur Riders scored 22, things would have been much more different for them. Anyhow, they have to bat well to get there.
The tuck away, see Mashrafi Murtaza started to bowl from the Shah Cement end. This is the end from where we are commentating. Wonderful facilities up here in the media area. And Andre Fletcher is a man who can get the team off to a blistering start. He'll be looked upon to do what Fran McCullum and Chris Gale did for the other team.
Yes, the way he bats, if he's able to provide a good start and a foundation to his side, there'll be a huge contribution. He's been off the boil in the last few games. He'll be feeling a bit of pressure.
Nicely done. Good ball from Mashrafi. Always bowls within himself. 117.2 kilometers per hour. Accuracy doesn't give an extra pace to the batters. That's what he's done. 65 in that winning game against the Dhaka Dynamites. First off, 36-48. As you said, he's gone off the ball a little bit in the last two. And I'm sure he'll try and make amends here and redeem himself.
Didn't play the last game for Sylhet Sixers. Good thought.
Didn't know very much about where the ball had gone initially, but his partner, Gunathilaka, said, look, I'll take the run, it's safe enough. Just his new partner is Gunathilaka, but his older partner in the first phases was Upal Taranga, who had also had a lean streak in the last few. That's Gunathilaka 42 against Rajshahi Kings, Khulna Titans 26. Twice against Rajshahi, he's got 40 plus scores. How is that? Stretching in a different form. Gone for it over the top. That's going to go right over for the maximum. So that's what they need. You expected it from Fletcher, but Gunathilaka has delivered.
Yes, he backs himself to play these strokes. And brilliant. First 6 of this innings.
Well, if you needed a good start, you've got it. Now you've got to be sensible. Tamim Iqbal hitting a 6 and then coming down the wicket and getting stumped. Be very watchful of what the bowler is doing, and Moshafi Murtaza, very, very cunning. Just changes his line and length and varies his pace. Like that, that's pushed away nicely for a single. Well played.
A sensible batting. You can't achieve 170 runs in 1 over. That's a good mindset these two batsmen have at the moment. 1 chance in an over, and then rely on singles. Keep the scoreboard ticking.
Yeah, you can afford 1 or 2 low-scoring overs, but you have ample opportunity to go after some particular bowler and make up for it. Guides it, and they go through comfortably for a single. First over completed, it's 10 without loss.
Malai tachara, জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমারটা লেবুগুলো গুলো 4 ফুটা সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুরবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে গলবে।
আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার। *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
এখানে ঘুরছে সেখানে ঘুরছে রে, ঘুরছে রে, ঘুরছে এখানে ঘুরছে।
ঘুরাবে সবাই, কারণ 2টি মেন্টস অরেঞ্জ কিনলেই 1টি স্পিনটস ফ্রি। হাউ মেন্টস, ঘুরাও স্পিনটস।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়।
Done well in his 20-over career, taking 42 wickets and best of 3 for 19. Now, Brendan McCullum having a little bit of a chat just off screen with the captain. Just working out what needs to be done. Sure, Gazi is going to get some instructions.
Yes, he has bowled miserly in this competition so far. AKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement. Hasn't picked up too many wickets, but he does the job for his side. Dry up the runs, backed offside field.
A lot of waving of the arms going on there. The bowler making sure everyone is in the exact position. He's ready now, Shah Gazi. And that stroke to the... Oh dear, that's terrible. He should have stopped that and stopped it single run. It went through his fingers for 4. That's not on.
Well, that fieldsman got nervous because that ball was travelling and got into a tangle. Have a look. He wasn't balanced enough to stop that one.
Rubal Hussain. You've got to do better than that. Got to be alert every run. So very crucial. It's a better comeback from Shohar Gazi. The last ball that got hit for 4 wasn't too bad a delivery. It's just bad fielding.
It was. Now we saw the last game where Humila Victorians made a huge difference while fielding. The bowlers were struggling to get a breakthrough, then a great piece of work in the field. Started to turn the tide.
Absolutely, you've got to be on your toes. You've got to be alert and agile. Gunathilaka. Now, the left-right combination, what's that going to do to Shohar Gazi? He's also going to change his angle. He's come around the wicket. Past them, might be going for 4. Has to be pretty tight with his line.
Straight down the track.
Got it! That's keyed him up. Gunathilaka trying too much too early. And again, the ball keeping a shade low, holding its line and hitting middle stump.
Well, Farooq, former captain, is not happy. In fact, he's annoyed. Why did he have to do that? Boundary was picked in this over. There was no need to take a chance. He departs after scoring 8. Big wicket. 15 for 1.
See you at the movies. I see you with your lipstick.
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
অনলাইনে পছন্দের জিনিসটির পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে 2টো লাভ। 1, কেনাকাটা হবে ঘরে বসেই, বাড়তি কোনো চার্জ ছাড়া। আর 2, আপনি পাবেন 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো। আপনার একটা বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে তো? নো জোর জবরদস্তি, only ultra gliding cool shaving foam, the real smooth experience প্রতিশেভেই cool। রিয়েল ম্যান কখনো জোর খাটায় না।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
37.47 is average. Decent enough strike rate and best of 86. And it needs, I understand the average is 68 in ODI, 58 rather in ODIs. That swung around, didn't get a hold of it.
Oh, it's very imperative for a batsman to options open. He decided he's going to hit the ball over mid-on. Went with it. Missed it completely. Bowler didn't.
It's always good to keep it tight. It pays off. 2 overs done, 16 for 1.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
না দেখি সার্ভিসটা। তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটা ক্যারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি
কি হচ্ছে? চাইলেও লিখবেন, না চাইলেও লিখবেন। ম্যাটাডোর বলতেন এতে আছে জার্মান।
Back in the hut. And bounce to the fielder. Spectators think it's a catch. It's not.
Middle it. Also timed it well, Babar Azam. The only thing lacking in that stroke was the placement.
Got to slip in. That's good to see. Try and get another breakthrough if you can. Try and angle the ball away. Murtaza just managed to keep it on line. Whoops. He doesn't like that. There's a shy at the wicket. Mashrafi taking evasive action.
Yes, certainly waking Mashrafi. There is captain jumping. Look at that reaction.
Initially he got a little annoyed, then he saw the lighter side of it, which is good from Mashrafi. Still agile, you can see his spring in his steps. Oh, that jumped up, reared up from just the back of a length.
Yes, that one got big on the batsman. Had him jumping. Good delivery that.
Despite it being just 115 Ks, look at the amount of height that he's been able to generate. Mashrafi does surprise you all the time. Now, he's decided to make a change in the field. The slip's going to go away. There he goes. And the Gale comes out of there. He's going to take a position at extra cover. Thought of changing the onside fields, but stuck to the mid-wicket. He's got underneath that one. It's going to be down the throat of the fielder there. Got it. Gotcha. Mashrafi Murtaza strikes. Try to hit him out of the ground, but really that was a well-judged catch by Ravi Bopara.
Why he needed to do that? It was a slow delivery. Just falling into the trap, Babar Azam. Nicely judged catch from Ravi Bopara. And it's wicket number 2. And a competent batsman walking back after scoring 2 runs. It's 18 for 2.
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়।
আমি কিন্তু রেডি।
এটা কি পড়ছো? মানাই? হলুদের প্রোগ্রাম, পাঞ্জাবি পড়তে হয়।
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটা ক্যারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি।
যখন আপনার সাথে আছে হিরো i3s প্রযুক্তি, তখন সাশ্রয় হবে জ্বালানি আর সঞ্চয় হবে টাকা। এটি স্মার্ট, এটি i3s।
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
Captain Nasser Hussain comes in at a time of strife for his team. 2 wickets, bowling for 18 runs in the 3rd over. He's got his work cut out. He's got to mix caution with aggression. Good delivery. Now Mashrafi Murtaza is on song. He's got his tail up.
Oh, he's captained the side well. Bowled intelligently, removed the slip, and then rolling his finger to cut the pace and slowness of that delivery didn't enable batsman who had power behind that stroke.
Well, he's got to slip back in now for the new batsman. Well, for Fletcher actually. Right behind that. Exceptional over. 2 runs and a wicket in that. After 3 it's 18 for 2.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়।
ভাই তুমি চা বানাই দিলা? এক কাপ চাই যদি বানাই খাওয়াতে না পারি, কমিশন আওয়ার পরে কি করব? ভাই তুমি যেরকম নাম্বার 1, তোমার চাও কিন্তু নাম্বার 1।
এমন নাম্বার 1 মানুষদের জন্যই নাম্বার 1 চা পাতা, কনডেন্স মিল্ক আর চিনির দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশনে 1 কাপ নাম্বার 1 চা। নাম্বার 1 এর জয় সব সময়।
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling good.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটা ক্যারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি
wickets in his 20-over career. 5 for 32 his best. Crouch before he runs off. That's up in the air, just beyond the reach of that diving backward point fielder. Or did it bounce? I think it did bounce, and initially I thought it had gone straight to the fielder. Hussain playing on his mind how to go about this, trying to resurrect the innings with the early fall of the 2 wickets. Get back to that ball there. Half-hearted attempt at that shot.
Let's have a see. Have a look. He just stutters, doesn't he? Doesn't get committed to a stroke. Nasir Hussain. And that's why he lacks that timing and power behind the strokes.
Just can't afford to be in two minds. Particularly facing a pace bowler. 133 Ks the last one. Got to commit yourself again, not getting hold of the ball properly.
They say hitting the ball hard into the ground. Nasir Hussain.
The run rate now going over the 9 mark. Started off 8.5. Got to do something about it. Something's got to give here.
Well, first they have to repair this innings. They have to make sure they negate any more chances of picking up the wickets to the opposition.
Absolutely. I don't think there's any reason for taking any chances at all. Wise to just stabilize the innings, stabilize the rocking boat, and then try and step on the gas as and when necessary. If anyone can step on the gas, it's this man in picture. Andre Fletcher has got a 4, rather fortunate one. But since then hasn't really tried to hit the ball around.
Yes, he's been circumspect, Fletcher. Oh, nicely timed. Could go to the boundary.
Yes, they needed that, and they've got it. That's very well played. Just cutting the ball, waiting for it. Just one bounce over the infielder. It's often racing to the boundary. Very welcome one too.
Just using the pace on that delivery. Like you suggested, he waited and waited, and at the last moment just guided the ball.
Oh, Yahoo overshot, missed it altogether. And he's been given. There's an appeal. I thought maybe, did he get a touch to that? That'll be interesting to see. Huge appeal, and the Ma's given it.
Well, it's all happening for Rangpur Riders. Wicket number 3, and a big scout. Ruben, slow delivery, tried to hit the ball hard, only managing an edge. And wicketkeeper tidying it up. Jubilation time for Rangpur Riders. Andre Fletcher goes for 12. Spot a bother, select sixes. 25 for 3 there.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাথ কি সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন। প্রতি বছরে দেশে হাজারো কোটি কিলোমিটার রাস্তায় গাড়ি চলে শুধুমাত্র মোবিল ইঞ্জিন অয়েলে। সেই মোবিল এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে নতুন স্লিম প্যাকে, যার ইজি গ্রিপ, ব্যবহারের স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য আর ফিজিক্যাল ইন্ডাকশন সিল ও ব্যাচ নাম্বার দেয় আসল মোবিল অয়েলের নিশ্চয়তা।
মোবিল, চালু থাক আপনার উন্নতির যাত্রা।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়:
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়।
বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র ইলেকট্রিক আর্ক ফার্নেসে পরিশোধনের পর তৈরি হয় ভূমিকম্প সহনীয় স্টিল AKS।
Good with the bat. They're in a spot of bother at the moment. 25 for 3. Sylhet Sixers just after 4 overs. You've just lost too many wickets too quickly. This is the last wicket. Big swing of the bat. But you're managing to hit it straight to the keeper. Good work. They've been very sharp in the field. We saw Ravi Bopara taking a very good catch in the deep to send back Babar Azam. And have another look here. But you're nowhere near to the pitch of the delivery. You got to give credit to the bowler. Just a roll of the fingers did the trick. There you go. Confirmation from an ultra edge. Nick to the keeper. And a big wicket for Rangpur Riders. It's turning out to be a good one for Rangpur Riders. Good evening, Toshan.
Good evening, Atta. Yes, they've lost too many wickets. 26 for 3 would mean that they will really have to consolidate here. I don't know what the approach might be. They just can't afford to go after the bowling. They have to first play themselves in, get to some stable position. This man, Shabir Rahman, he's a player who's quite capable of really turning it on for Sylhet. At the moment, in serious trouble. 26 for 3.
It's not a pitch where batsmen can back themselves up to go on and without getting set and starts to play big shots. I mean, look at the way Chris Gayle started his innings. It took him 12 deliveries to open up his account. And when he got used to the pace of the pitch, then he started to open up and played some shots. He still struggled. Batsman to follow. Shobagoto home. Nurul Hassan. Tim Bresnan. Ilan Plunkett. Abul Hassan. And Tajul Islam. They will need contribution from each and everyone because I reckon this is a very good total on this surface. Not an easy for any batsman. This play is important. Captain has to lead from the front. This is good. You have to steady the ship because you can't afford to lose another wicket here. Already in problems here for Sylhet Sixers.
Nasser Hussain, generally a destructive player. We haven't seen him still hitting any sixers, but seem to like the leg side a lot, behind square leg, mid-wicket area. This is the day, this is the innings for the Sylhet Sixers captain. We did see Shabir Rahman batting brilliantly in that last game he played. Played some outstanding shots, so time for both of them to rise. As the saying goes, put their hands up.
Yeah, rise to the occasion. Can they rise to the occasion is the question, the big question for Sylhet Sixers. He played a really nice cameo, Shabir Rahman, in the last innings that he played. He can do very quick 40-odd. 41 of just 26 deliveries. He still ended up on a losing side. But he's more than capable of. He's not had a very good tournament, but the last innings should give him a bit of a confidence.
Yeah, I'm sure because he timed some of those shots. Some of those sixers that he got was outstanding. With the long shots. Went a fair distance. There he goes. He's a man on the boundary at square leg. 29 for 3, 5 overs gone.
স্যার লুজ প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাইফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট, ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট। মালাই চাচারা জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমার তো লেবুগুনে গুনে 4 ফোঁটা, সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুরবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে গলবে।
আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার। *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়:
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়।
To be very watchful and careful, because it was not easy to bat for Rangpur Riders, but they were smart enough to realize the fact that you don't want to play big shot. They did manage to pick up 3 6s and 2 4s in that 5 overs, but there were a lot of dots, and they were willing to spend time in the middle, and that's exactly what this pair needs to do. Oh, that's a good shot, but only finds the fielder. I thought it was a little bit straighter. So if you're willing to spend time in the middle, you will go on and go on to score a few runs here. But if you attempt to play too many shots early in the innings, then problems.
I think we got to understand the openers for Rangpur. They were Makalam and Gale. They were the ones who were willing to bide their time, because they're destructive. They can hit the long ball. They're known to hit big sixes. And of course the situation was different. But here, it's a pressure situation for this pair of batsmen, because they got something to aim at. When Rangpur batted, obviously they had nothing to aim at. They just had a target that they would have set themselves. So it's a different kind of a pressure situation, considering that the run rate will also have to be managed. At the moment, the asking rate is just under 10, 9.48. Straight to the man at mid-on.
Yeah, the bigger problem is that they're already 3 down. That is even a bigger problem for Sylhet sixes. So they cannot afford to lose a wicket here. Losing a wicket here will be a big problem for Sylhet sixes, and that's exactly what Rangpur Riders will be hoping for. It's about partnerships. It's about consuming the amount of time in the middle, and then when you are set, you know exactly what the pitch is doing. Then you can see players playing some big shots. Oh, lovely. What a shot this is. It's gone all the way. It's hit those advertising triangles. It's gone all the way. That is massive. Very cheeky, but very effective from Shabir Rahman.
Well, premeditated to a point, because he did see the short fine leg fieldsman and not fine leg, so there was never a risk if he got everything. The pace of the ball also helped, but my goodness, cricket brings out so many new shots, isn't it? I mean, these were never heard or never seen 25-30 years ago, but with T20 cricket, that's another one. You could see the innovation looking to go the other way, but that's the level this game has reached.
Yeah, it's the scoop. He tried to scoop this next one as well. You need to be careful, because you don't want to get out. You don't want to get carried away. He's already picked up a 6. Why not look for a single? Get runs on the board. Keep the scoreboard ticking. Why take unnecessary risk here? Because they can't afford to lose another wicket here. Pitched up, but straight to the fielder. Will pick up a single. Not a bad over for Sylhet sixes. 9 runs in that over. So after 6 overs of power play, they've managed to score 38 for 3.
See you at the movies. I see you with your lipstick.
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
এখানে ঘুরছে সেখানে ঘুরছে রে, ঘুরছে রে, ঘুরছে এখানে ঘুরছে।
ঘুরাবে সবাই, কারণ 2টি মেন্টস অরেঞ্জ কিনলেই 1টি স্পিনটস ফ্রি। খাও মেন্টস, ঘুরাও স্পিনটস।
মেন্টস কেনা পরে কে?
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়:
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়।
Yonder is now data free.
Yonder Music. Download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
Swing and a miss, in fact swing and an edge. Rahman getting that 6 in that last over of the power play. So change of bowling. We're going to see some spin, left arm spin from over the wicket.
Zahir Khan, the new bowler from Afghanistan, left arm wrist spin. 20-over career, not a long one. 8 out of 8 matches, he's picked up 15 wickets. Well, if he can get it right, he can trouble the batsman, I reckon. Tossed it up. The single taken. Interesting bowler because he's the wrist spinner, left arm wrist spinner. Let's have a look at the tournament sixes. 81% have come on the leg side, 19 on the offside. $223 sixes so far. Oh, look at that, he didn't pick it up, but it'll go to the boundary. It does. Bye. But that's the danger of this bowler. So very difficult to pick him up. He was trying to play it on the onside and then he trying to twist his bat. The keeper also a little bit not sure what the ball was doing.
That's a wrong one from Zahir Khan, just 18 years from Afghanistan. From the Shah Cement end. Yeah.
Yeah, what's good for him is that he's pitched the ball up. It's so very important for any wrist spinner, whether a right arm or a left arm. If you can pitch it up, then you will put the doubt in the batsman's mind where the ball is going to go. Is it going to come back into the right-hander or is it going to go the other way? It's an important inclusion, very important, interesting one. As far as I'm concerned, I think it's a good pick for Rangpur Riders to have someone like Zahir Khan in the attack. Look at that, beautifully bowled, absolutely brilliant.
He's not picking the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Just look at it. Back of the hand, wrong one. Played for the inward turn, played for the conventional turn. Completely done. Now this is the third bowler in the modern era doing this. 6 runs off the over, 44 for 3.
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল। কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
ক্যাডেট এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
Been among the wickets, the only wicket time he picked up a wicket was against Chittagong Vikings. They only bowled 3 overs and picked up 2 for 14. He hasn't actually completed his full quota of overs in any match. $126 more runs to win from 78. Poor delay to start with. Just that sits up and Asilsan says, "Thank you very much. I'm going to pick up a boundary." Yeah, poor start from Ravi Gopala. Always good to have the batsman picking up a boundary of the very first ball of the over. Just releases the pressure. You need to act smart. Smart batting is required at now in the next 5 deliveries. Don't look for big shots. Okay, if it's there, you hit it. But if it's not there, don't play any dot deliveries. Look for those singles. Wide. Let's go down to Pia.
এখন রংপুর রাইডার্সের ফ্যানদের মাঝখানে রংপুর রাইডার্সের খেলা দেখে সবাই তো এমনিতে অনেক খুশি, কিন্তু আমার মনে হয় আমার পাশে এখন যিনি আছেন দ্য ফেমাস ফোক সিঙ্গার ফকির আলমগীর, ওনাকে দেখে রংপুরের টিমের উৎসাহ অনেক আরো বেড়ে গিয়েছে। আমাদের জন্য যদি ছোট করে একটু গান গেতেন।
গান গাবো তার আগে রেডিও ৭১ তার পার্টনার হিসেবে, তার ফ্যান হিসেবে, আজকে একজন মুক্তিযোদ্ধা হিসেবে রংপুর রাইডার্সকে সাপোর্ট করতে এসেছি এবং অবশ্যই রেডিও ৭১ 98.4 মন আমার দেহ ঘড়ি সন্ধান করি কোন মিস্তরি বানাই আছে ও একটা চাবি মাইরা ও একটা চাবি মাই দিচ্ছে চাইরা জনম বইরা চলতে আছে মন আমার দেহ ঘড়ি এই মন আমার দেহ ঘড়ি সন্ধান করি কোন মিস্তরি বানাই আছে ওই একটা চাবি মাইরা ওই একটা চাবি মাইরা দিচ্ছে চাইরা জনম বইরা চলতে আছে মন আমার দেহ ঘড়ি।
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to the country.
Yeah, lovely to see Fakir Alamgir after such a long time. He does come in and watch Bangladesh play, and it's very nice to see him also coming in to see this edition of BPL. Absolutely brilliant. 52 for 3 now. Required rate now just above 9.57. Original when they started chase 8.50. He got a 50 as well. Chris Gale. Peaky. They've not been good. He's gone through. Back for the second. They do. This is turning out to be a good over. 10 runs already from this over, Roshan.
Yeah, very useful over this is. They need to score runs at least at this rate. Now that asking rate is down to 9.53. Started at 8.5. So 1 ball to go in the over. Kabir Rahman on strike. Oh, again for the 3rd time. They've had 3 consecutive poor fielding efforts. Short third man, short fine leg and extra cover. 55 for 3.
This is sunshine smile, makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
অনলাইনে পছন্দের জিনিসটির পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে দুটো লাভ। 1, কেনাকাটা হবে ঘরে বসেই বাড়তি কোনো চার্জ ছাড়া, আর 2, আপনি পাবেন 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো। আপনার একটা বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে তো?
মনে রেখো 5টির সময়
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়।
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম ব্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটাকারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি।
Some sort of recovery being made here by the captain and Shabir Rahman. 30 so far of 25 bowls. Still needing a lot of runs. 115 more needed. Shabir on strike now. How is he going to negotiate with this guy? Zahir Khan from Afghanistan. He's bowling from the Shah Cement, and this guy disguises his wrongmans quite nicely. He does Tino, doesn't he? Very difficult to pick them up.
He does, and that's the skill that the spinner can possess. Makes him very, very difficult to play. Those that aren't so good at hiding their other delivery get picked up a lot easier and are dealt with a lot easier. Not the case with this man.
Induced that edge, didn't he? The ball going the other way. Asir Hussain playing for the orthodox. Turn coming into him, but I think he just left him, turned away.
Did, as you say, so difficult to pick him up. Didn't know much about that. I'll take the run anyway.
It's like Rashid Khan in the mirror. Oh, he pulled that from wide outside off, but there is cover at car corner, and single is all they're going to get. Two Afghans bowling left-hander, right-hander.
This is the one you were talking about.
Well, I suppose at times we have to be innovative, particularly with unorthodox bowlers. When you're not quite sure, even when you're given the width, you're not sure if you're going in a wideish delivery off the offside, you pull it and drag it towards the onside. That have been a better option to try and play it through the covers. There's that little doubt in the minds of the batters. Which way is it going to turn? Swept that, finds the fielder. They go quickly through for the single, and that might be close. I don't think he's going to refer. He seemed to be safe, but good work in the field.
Very good work. Good example of running that well out ahead of him, sliding it in, and he got home safely.
It's good. Go. And that's the way. You just slide your bat in. You don't plunk it on behind the crease. That can get batsman into trouble. Keep on sliding and reach your target. The other way, and he's got the bottom part of that ball, undercut it, and it's been held in, but a couple of runs to finish off with the 9th over. And we should be getting a signal from the umpire. 62 for 3 is the score, and it's time for the Bosundara Helpiga strategic time.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
কটেন
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন। ভাবনা থেকেই ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্র্যান্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার।
মালাই চাচারা জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমারটাই লেবুগুনে গুনে 4 ফোঁটা, সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুরবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে গলবে।
আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার। *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
Yes, the sun shines smile, makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
I see you at the movies, I see you with your lipstick.
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
ভাই একটা ফ্রেশ পানি দেন।
হ্যালো তামিম,
হাই।
Is it safe for him?
No.
Huh?
It's the safest.
Thank you, তামিম।
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি, সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
In his first, and he's going to come and bowl from the AKS end, the far end of the ground, here at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. A lovely stadium this is. Look at that. Still a lot of people around waiting for this game to finish. A lot of support from the Dhaka crowd. Kabir Rahman, now 19 of 19. Just hit 1-6. There he goes, smashes it, it's high up in the air, there's a fielder trying to come around and get underneath. He does manage to get a bit of hand to it, but oh, that's bad luck. Just seemed to go over.
Chance disarm. Ravi Bopara, we know, bowls a lot of slow balls, uses variations. This possibly was one of them, and he got a good connection and a good effort from the captain, Ashrafi. That was almost 6 runs. That's a good effort, but unfortunately it rolled into the boundary and will be signaled 4.
Really, Mashrafi Mortuza, even in he gives his all despite his injuries, despite his age. He's a really front runner, leads from the front in every game. Plays with a lot of heart. Little movement by the batsman, almost upset the rhythm. Another good piece of work, saved a couple of runs at least. 2 very good pieces of committed fielding we've just seen.
And that's good heart. It was nicely struck. Good diving effort. He goes over the rope, but makes sure that he's inside and there's no contact with the advertising triangles while he's got the ball in hand. So certainly safe 2. And it's good commitment. Nothing better for the bowler to see than when he's running in and trying to bowl. Good effort, especially from another fast bowler.
Absolutely lifts your spirits as a bowler. You get encouraged, and he'll be hoping that when he bowls, someone's going to return the compliments to him with some good piece of fielding. A little haze I can notice now, not so noticeable in the previous days. Full toss, really timing it well, and the sweeper picks up and restricts them to just a single.
26 from 22 now, Sylhet. Had a pretty indifferent tournament. Well, the last game where he had a good partnership at the end with Tim Bresnan. He has struggled. It's good to see him coming into his own.
Blowing it down, and he waits for that one. Just 110 Ks. Have a look at the checking for dew. I don't think there's much. Well, there's a slight hint of it, but just think back to Sylhet when that hand was absolutely wet. And more proof of that is that hardly any of the bowlers are using towels to wipe the balls and get a better grip. Use of the feet. Exposed his intentions a little too early. Bowler shortens the length.
Rather quietened down now, the crowd. Lots of noise earlier on, but you mentioned that still plenty of people in the stadium despite the time of day.
The time of night. Tuck round the corner, scamper through for a single, thinking of a second run, wouldn't be safe. That completes the 10th over. It's 72 for 3.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময় before breakfast,
Right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
আমি কিন্তু রেডি।
এটা কি পড়ছো? মানাই?
হলুদের প্রোগ্রাম, পাঞ্জাবি পড়তে হয়।
ভাই আপাতত মেনে নিন, বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটা ক্যারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি এলো ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, এর আয়োডিন ও ব্যালেন্সড মিনারেলস শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে, যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ। ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়:
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়।
The warm was just had a little bit, but those 3 wickets have pegged them back. They're on a steady climb, but not steady enough to be up with the red worm. Thinking of changing the bowling. Poor guy, Zahir Khan has to take back his cap. But Tisera Pereira might be brought in. Let's have a look at Zahir Khan's bowling. Here's his Chinaman and the googly. That's just the regular leg spin there, and the one just comes up a little from behind, fingers from the back of the hand. That's the one going the other way. So it's going to be Tisera Pereira now coming in from the Shah Cement end. Captain Mashrafe Mortuza decided to take away the left arm wrist spinner Zahir Khan and replace him with Tisera Pereira. No wickets in the first game, 1 for 16 versus the Vikings. Against the Kings he got a wicket, and versus the Kumilla Victorians 2 wickets. He's the man that the captain will be hoping will be able to make further inroads. Pensive, the think tank, the owners of the Sylhet Sixers. Pereira to bowl his first delivery in this innings. Lots of support for both the teams here.
Tucked away, looking for 2. And they decide against it, and quite smartly so. A partnership very quickly gone to 48 from 38. You wouldn't think that they'd already amassed that amount of runs, but they need to make sure that they push on. What they've been doing, they need to carry on doing.
Now the towel's in evidence. Now that it's got a little heavier, the dew having an effect as the ball rolls across the surface. Waits on that one. Nicely done. Delectable shot that was. It's just waited on it. Wait, and then put bat on ball and put it away past that fielder at 45.
This is nice. Another type of slow ball there. Was holding it in the hand for as long as possible. Nicely played. You can see him, he waited and waited and waited for that. And just when it got under his eyes, just a little lap. Nicely done.
Partnership worth 52 runs now of 39 balls. Very, very crucial. Just coming back slowly into the game. And he said, drag that from outside off, but this time there's protection in the deep. Single is old again.
Just feeling a little bit embarrassed seeing herself on the big screen. And another set of twins that we see in the stadium. I think that's the 3rd or 4th set I've seen since we've been in Dhaka, Shamim.
Eagle eyes of Tina. How do you know they're twins?
I'd hope they're twins if they're dressed in the same kind of clothing and they look the same.
Oh, hint of a swing that. Oh, just reversing, I think, at the last moment. But the runs not really coming the way that the team would like from Sylhet. 79 for 3, 88 for 2 were Russia here at this point in time. So lost one more wicket. The pressure will be on. They've built up a decent partnership. Now at times they've got to just chance their arms, ensure that run rate does not go over the 10 mark. Short, and he's helped it on its way, and it's gone one bounce into the boundary. Easy as they come. Just a short arm jab, and off it went.
Yeah, this is more the Sabir Rahman I know. He knows the man is up in the circle at short third man, and all he's done is just ride the bounce and got a boundary. This is good batting. You can tell that he's thinking about the strokes that he's playing. He's thinking about where the fielders are in the field, and this is Tisera Pereira. His various release points, and you can see those red dots are the ones that are the Yorkers that he slings in and often gets right, and then his normal length deliveries are those blue ones a little bit wider.
So 11 overs completed, it's 84 for 3.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই
ম্যাপ দেখি
সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়। এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
169 for 7, Gale getting 50 and Bryn McCullum getting 33. But the Sylhet Sixers are coming back into the game after being pegged back by early fall of wickets. Last wicket going down at 25. Since then, 59-run partnership between Shabir and Nasir have brought some semblance of attack into this Sylhet Sixers innings. 86 more runs needed for a win. It's going to be difficult, but it's definitely gettable. That's swept fine. No fielder is going to get to that. That's an easy picking for the batsman, just deviating down the leg side and paying the price.
Yeah, he's employed the sweep shot to him, and he's done well. Played it confidently and manipulated the field with it. We were talking in the last over, actually, Shamim, about playing the sweep shot if he's not sure which way the ball's going to spin. Remember, I played against Tushe Imran, who captained Bangladesh for many years, and he told me the same thing, that he employs the sweep shot when the ball's spinning a lot or he's not sure which way it's going. Something that certainly Sabir Rahman's used, and he's used it well.
Floodlights in full effect here at the Shere Bangla. Still a bit of haze around, more dew today than on other evenings. Zahir Khan into his 3rd over, just given away 14 runs. Which way is this going? This is swept once again. Finds a fielder in the deep. 9 runs already in this over. Interesting that no, must be something wrong here. Single of the last ball also. 4-1-1. It's 6 actually. Yeah, something wrong with a fruit machine. It's just been corrected. That's what I thought. Looked a little surprised when I saw it on the screen, but that's what's actually happened. 4-1-1. Another sweep. And this time forward of the field, but he covers a lot of ground and just single once again.
Just to pick up on your point, still a decent over so far. 2 balls to go. Single in the boundary off the first ball of the over. And that's why we always talk about at the beginning of the over, try and get a boundary in those first 2 balls. You put the bowler under pressure, 1. And 2, invariably it becomes a good over as long as you play out the rest of it sensibly.
sensible is the word. And there's more use of the towel. No, it's particularly the wrist spinner has to use all those fingers to just give the ball the rip needed. Oh, it's alert to the batsman coming out of the crease. Has a shot, doesn't throw. It can't be easy for any kind of spinner, let alone a left arm orthodox leg spinner, to get enough revs on it and get a good grip. Balls become a little softer. That shot, that stood up to be hit. And it's heading for the boundary. Oh, it's been hauled in. Well done. Relayed throw back. And that completes the 12th over. It's 93 for 3.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
Yes, the sunshine smile makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি। সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Forgettable Tino with 7 wicket standing and 2 sit batsmen, 23 to Nasir and Shabir on 43. They're growing in confidence. They got into a nice rhythm, and with a pair like that, you would expect that the 9.5 runs to 9.6 is gettable.
It is. These 3 wickets to go. That was disappointing, and a lot of passion shown by Gazi. This was the second to go, high into the air, and that was a good catch. Really good catch by Ravi Bopara. And this was Fletcher. Lots of runs in the beginning half of the tournament, but nothing so far in the last 3 innings. Swept away again. It's a good shot. He played the sweep shot to him the last ball of his previous over, but it went straight to the man at fine leg. This time, he's got more willow on it, and it's gone to his left, well to his left before.
I think he's using that sweep shot very effectively. To a point, it's premeditated because you tend to shape before the ball is delivered, and that is very well executed. And particularly against a seam bowler, you need to be quick. I like to see Tisara Pereira's point of delivery, because he was talking about, when I interviewed him the last time, that he prefers to bowl with the lower arm, that he could get a little bit of reverse back with the lower arm, and he could also bowl with control. So there were reasons why he was resorting to bowl with the lower arm, but let's see whether that will be his flaw. He's got that man coming into that short fine leg area, 30-yard circle, but 3 others, the boundary riders on the leg side. Over mid-off, very safe. It's gone all the way for 6. That's his 50. Brilliant innings, brilliant innings. Impressed with him. I always believe, Tino, that he is a player with immense potential.
Yeah, 41 in the last match, and it was only a matter of time before we started seeing the Shabir Rahman we know. Low full toss outside the off stump. He had to bowl outside off because he had brought that 45 up from fine leg. But with the man up, the full toss like that, easily dealt with. A good shot.
Yeah, he's having that mid-off fieldsman inside, and you can't bowl that length. Yes, he knows it's an important innings. But the key here now is for him to continue. He needs to carry on. He's got to 53 of 32, 5 fours and 2 sixers. He's done a lot of hard work, so to speak. But now he's got the easier part of the job. The long off being pushed back. Pereira has gone for 10 of the first 2. It's a slow one. That's the invariable response from a fast bowler. When you're taken apart with a 6 and a 4, you follow it up with a slow one.
These are the release points you were talking about. And that one with the lower arm is the Yorker that you say he gets a bit of reverse back into the right-hander with. Those ones that are blue are the ones that are a more straight.